Every year, the world's biggest cities host massive auto expos, showcasing cutting-edge technology, futuristic electric cars, and jaw-dropping supercars. Events like the Geneva Motor Show, Detroit Auto Show, and Tokyo Motor Show bring together the world's biggest automakers, unveiling the next generation of automobiles. But have you ever wondered, where did it all begin? Before the Lamborghinis, the Teslas, and the hypercars, there was one event that started it all. The world's first ever auto show, held in Berlin in 1897. What if I told you that the world's first ever auto show had only 8 cars on display? That's right. In 1897, Berlin hosted the first automobile exhibition, featuring some of the earliest cars in history. These weren't the sleek machines we see today, but they were the pioneers that shaped the automotive industry. Let's take a journey back in time to explore these incredible vehicles. First up, we have the Benz Velo, one of the first mass-produced automobiles in history. Designed by the legendary Carl Benz, this little two-seater had a single-cylinder engine producing just 1.5 horsepower. No steering wheel here, just a simple tiller to navigate the roads at a maximum speed of 20 km/h, 12 mph. Imagine trying to keep up with today's traffic in this beauty. But don't underestimate it. The Velo proved that cars could be commercially viable, paving the way for the auto industry as we know it. Next, we have the Daimler motor car. But don't underestimate it. The Velo proved that cars could be commercially viable, paving the way for the auto industry as we know it. Riage, created by Gottlieb Daimler and Wilhelm Maybach. This was one of the first ever gasoline-powered four-wheeled automobiles. It had a 1.1 horsepower engine and could reach 18 km/h, 11 mph. Pretty impressive for its time. It looked a lot like a traditional horse carriage, but without the horse. This invention played a huge role in moving the world away from steam-powered transport. Now let's travel to France, where the Peugeot Type 3 made history as one of the first gasoline-powered cars in the country. It was powered by a Daimler V2 engine, producing 2 horsepower. It had large wooden spoke wheels and a leather canopy, making it one of the earliest comfortable automobiles. Starting this car wasn't as easy as turning a key. You had to crank it by hand. Imagine having to do that every morning before heading to work. Quattro, de Dion Bouton. Steam tricycle, the power of steam. Not all cars at the first auto show were gasoline-powered. The de Dion Bouton steam tricycle was an example of how steam-powered vehicles were still popular at the time. This little three-wheeler could reach 30 km/h, 19 mph, making it one of the fastest vehicles of its era. But steam cars had a big problem. They needed water and took time to heat up. While they were powerful, they would soon be overtaken by gasoline engines. Fünftens, Flocken Elektrowagen, one of the first electric cars. Think electric cars are a modern invention. Think again. The Flocken Elektrowagen, built in 1888 by Andreas Flocken, was one of the first electric cars in history. It ran on lead-acid batteries and had a simple electric motor. While its top speed was just 15 km/h, 9 mph, it showed that electric mobility was possible. Even in the 1800s, it's fascinating to think that over 130 years ago, people were already experimenting with electric vehicles. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? So there you have it. The first ever Auto Expo in 1897 introduced the world to a mix of steam, gasoline, and electric-powered vehicles. These early machines set the foundation for the incredible cars we drive today. From the Benz Velo to the Flocken Elektrowagen, every one of these pioneers played a role in shaping the automobile industry. If you enjoyed this trip through automotive history, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories from the world of cars.